Good afternoon, YouTube subscribers. This is Ultron63, and just showing you a little update from the last video on Grandpa's old scooter. I'm test fitting the new motor and clutch assembly that I plan on putting into it. Here's the old motor, and I realized why it was so fast in the old days once it got up to speed. Because he took the governor off. So that made it kind of fun back then. Anyway, I'm going to have to relocate this gas tank, and put it back under the seat so I can get at least another inch forward and be able to figure out some way to get the chain drive to the rear sprocket. And it's going to be a little tight fit. Here's what my grandpa had, kind of a chain tensioner. I'm going to have to make something looks about like that. But I knew it was going to be a little bit of a monster to put that engine in there. It's a Predator engine, 6.5. I would like to put the 8 horse in there, you know, just for the extra torque and power. I'm a little bit bigger, and since I was, you know, I've grown up some since I was like 12 when I drove this thing last time. And the bike's actually pretty long and pretty heavy. This was made in the late 60s, and it's all scratch built. Looking around here, these fenders are actually made out of a propane tank they beat and bashed on. The front end is a Schwinn bicycle. Check here, it's got the 8 hangers on it. I'm kind of wondering if there's enough metal here, I could meld this down a little bit and put a disc brake on there from like a mini bike to help out, because it's only got one rear drum brake right back here. I talked to a guy at a local go-kart shop and told him what I had, and he said, yeah, it's probably something standard. So he's probably got pads for that. I know I gotta take that whole rear end apart and redo everything. Here's a brake light switch. And these seats are actually real leather. But I'm going to have them recovered because time has not been good to them. There's a local shop down here, and I'll probably have them done in marine grade vinyl. And this bike actually has a glove box. Light switch. And a kill switch. And that all works. But yeah, I'm going to have to relocate that gas tank. I'm going to redo the intake and do the exhaust manifold. Oh, by the way, this was actually the handlebars from my push mower. Grandpa got really creative. I started looking at this thing and found all kinds of little things he's done. I got 4 bolt screws here that hold the original engine on. He made a plate that went to the 5 horse Briggs & Stratton engine that's bolted to the bottom. It took me a while, about 10 minutes, to try to figure out how to get these out until I realized he welded them in from the bottom. I hope to kind of reuse that plate and get this Predator engine in there. Going around to the back half. Yep, that's a taillight. It's got a second seat. Gonna have to, like I said, redo this whole rear end because it actually shifts back and forth quite a bit. I remember when I was little, me and my dad did it once, and I remember there actually being quite a bit of guts in the side of this thing. But plan on working on it most of this winter. Last time this thing was licensed was back in 1985. Like I say, I plan on taking off the stock exhaust manifold there, run a straight pipe to the back, relocate the gas tank so it fits underneath the seat here, because I wouldn't be able to fill it if it was in its original position anyway. So I'll make a little hinge, make a little tie down clamps on the back here, and that's where the gas tank will go. And apparently there's a boat going out to the harbor. And this thing's been sitting in the back of my garage probably for about, I don't know, probably close to 15 years. And it's just about time for it to get back on the road. But I decided a new motor and a centrifugal clutch here. Not centrifugal clutch, well, you know what it is. Torque converter. Yep, there we go. I work 2 jobs and haven't been asleep late yet, so kind of gives me the high and low end that this thing's never had. I had a regular clutch, and I figured with this it'd help it out a lot, turn it into a whole new beast. I can listen to thanks to T-Man Karts, and listening to him, I kind of calculated it should, with the gearing and setup it has, should at least do 40 miles an hour. Which will be pretty good for this old thing. So, thank you for looking, and any comments you have will be welcomed. Thank you.